really what I've been feeling like. So I don't know if you've been seeing my posts either, but like I'm creating 100K just because I want to create 100K. Like, like that's really wild. Like I just want to, like I really want to show myself that I can do that. Actually, and it's not like it's not a big deal. It's just like yeah, it's not a big deal. And that's also along the lines of like create to create and create from stillness. But every day that I've been waking up, I've really been saying like, oh wow, today is another day, another opportunity for me to create 100K. It's like I'm one day closer every single day, like one day closer. I'm like we right here on the edge, and so I'm really excited about that. And what Ganesh was just saying is like that's such a cool way to obviously look at life. It's like every day is an opportunity. Like to experience more of what we want. Like that's it, to experience what we want, to create heaven. Every day is an opportunity to create heaven again. In the past, I didn't think this. Like I would be saying happy new day, this is a new day that we had never experienced before, but I was still holding on to the past. I was still mad about what happened yesterday. I was still like, damn man, I feel like shit though. Like things are not going right for me. But it's like when you create that big vision, it's like, ah, nah. It's like well, I ain't worried. I'm like, we moving towards that every day. We just getting closer. God gave me another day to step up to the plate, actually. Uh, so yeah, that's cool.
I love that so much, man. It's like I got another day to come on. I got another day to tap in. I got another day to offer. I got another day to invite. I got another day,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna use this day for something actually. Now I could
Yep.
use this day to rest too. I like to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Get
You
you some
know,
good rest right
but
there.
then it's like, where's the energy going? Because sometimes, like, if I'm like this prompting is just like making me honor the moment more. Because it's like some people didn't wake up because that wasn't their timing. Their timing wasn't to come back to the October 27th or 28th or whatever the date number is.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's just a humbling thing for me because it's like, oh shit, I'm not just waking up again, actually. No, I've been invited to the table of life again, actually. The spirit
Mm-hmm.
said, I'm breathing in you too. You coming back today. Oh, we got some more to do. And so that's so humbling where you brought it because it makes me think like I actually been given something. I didn't actually wake up. I've been given life again. What am I gonna do with it? Oh, I'm
Mm-hmm.
shining this shit out today. I thought yesterday was huge because we did some massive stuff. Oh no, we about to we about to shine it up to don't look for me to be the same. I'm about to show y'all.
Shine it out today. We go
Shine it
shine
out.
out. I
Yeah.
love that. Showed up to the table of life. That's good. They showed up to the table of life today. Like what a gift. I made a story yesterday, and I was like, this life was literally free. And it was free. We could not have done anything yesterday to get this day. We couldn't have did enough push-ups. We couldn't have meditated enough. We couldn't have did anything. We couldn't have ate the best diet. We couldn't have been kind enough to get this day. We just got it because it's like I was like, here you go, another one. Create,
Mm,
create.
hmm. I just seen
Yeah.
that. We just doing what God's doing. That's all. We doing what the universe is doing. We are the universe in doings. But from our soul and our source, we are the universe in our being. But what I saw was like the universe is creating. This day is coming up again. The whole planet is continuing spinning on the axis. The sun is moving where it goes. And then it's still going to happen. And then that's happening by the source, by the spirit. And then we are waking up to do exactly that. We're here to put the world on our axis. We're here to put the world on what makes us move. It's like we're doing exactly what the universe is doing. It's kind of crazy, actually.
It really is. I was just checking Yulita's message. She was just saying about my like, camera angle. I think that's better, actually. Is that better, Yulita? She was saying it was a little bit high. Good looking out. That's it. Thank you, Yulita. Does that look better, Gaddafi? Okay, perfect. All right, we're
Yes.
good.
You on yes, sir.
So, okay, cool. We're gonna get into the topic. We're already creating though. This is such a fun thing, and I love that it's intimate. Thank you, Yvette, for being here. Because this is just really this is gonna really be like we can just call it intimate teaching on creation right now. It's been a really fun thing for me and Gademption. Me and Gademption talk a lot, and we oftentimes say that when we talk, we just create with our words. We just always create, and we create the vision, we create the feeling. What me and Gademption have, which is very powerful, is that we're able to hold a frequency when we're having a conversation. We're able to hold each other to a frequency, and in that frequency, it's a constant creation. Every word is like a explosion. Every word is like, oh, that's it. And so that's what we also really intend to do. I think we do a good job of bringing that here to the Shine Space too, and just as our reflection and things like that. And so, as you guys know, I love to create with my words, and so it's so funny because everybody hears the word create, but I'm talking about like deeply. Yvette, I think your mic just came on. No, it didn't. Okay, no, it didn't. I just see you just highlighted. Um, but like we hear this word all the time, but like, what does it really mean? Like, what does that mean to create? Everybody says create your reality, create this, create that. But I really mean is that like we are always creating. Creation is always now. This now moment was not here before. Now it's here. We will speak words. We will take actions. We will think thoughts, and those thoughts will be reflected into the next now moment. Those things are creations every time. We are always creating. We create how we see ourselves. We create how we see another. We create everything. It's like if Yvette wouldn't have showed up here, this wouldn't be an experience. We wouldn't be creating this with Yvette if Lisa wouldn't have showed up here. Like, so just see that everything is like every now moment is so new and that it's so blank, and it's like our thoughts, words, and actions do impact every moment. That's it. Very simply said. So I'm gonna do this. I create with my words. I always create with my words, and this goes all the way back to the scripture. Actually, it's like Jesus spoke the word and it was done. Let there be light. Everything is creation, and then they even have the Gademshi probably knows more about this, so I'll let you talk about this. But it's like in science, they have the creation model and then they have the evolution model. I don't know much about that, but like, people fight about like what's actually happening. And what I think is that like, no, it's actually creating right now. Like spirit is actually creating right now. Like this body is always being created. Do. Now create. Okay, cool. I'm going to create Gademshi for y'all. That's Gademshi Golden Sun. Gademshi be shining. He is an explosion of love. He is an explosion of light. He is my brother. He is a leader. He is a creator, literally a pure creator. He be creating content on Instagram. He has a podcast. He creates communities. Everywhere he go, he brings this feeling with him of love and joy and bliss and power. He is a creator. I just created that guy. That's how I see him. He's here. He's laughing, but I'm gonna give it to Yvette too. Yvette is a creator. How Yvette has shown up to me, she's always shown up to me with an open heart. She's always shown up to me studious, ready to learn something. She's shown up to me willing to do what it takes so that her future doesn't look like her past. That's what she does all the time. She's like, no, I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to learn so that my future doesn't look like my past. She's a powerful creator. She makes powerful decisions. She's a caretaker. She's a mother. She's an open heart. She's love. That's who Yvette is. I just created her. Yulita, that's my queen right there. Yulita has impacted me in such a way that I am able to speak these words. She has helped me experience more love. She's helped me experience more liberation. She's helped me see myself for what I truly am. Yulita has been the biggest catalyst for my awakening, for my growth. She's been the biggest catalyst for me healing and being able to love myself and give this love away to the world. She's helped me fill my cup up, overflow it to her, and then I'll be able to overflow it to other people. That's what Yulita has done. She's a queen. She's beautiful. She's powerful. She's a creator. Yulita creates everything. Literally, it's crazy how she creates. It's insane. She is I admire her for how she creates, because she creates like a master. She's a master creator. Create to create. I didn't say all those things to get something. I didn't say those so y'all can like me. I didn't say that because I needed your validation. I do that because I love creating and I create to create. That's what today's topic is. I would love to give it over to Gademshi.
Well, shoot. We're going to create Dayshawn in this space. Dayshawn is the master shine. He is the ever-spanning glow. He is the decision. He is the consistency. He is the commitment. He is the beacon of trust. He's the beacon of direction. You feel me? He's always creating an opportunity for other people to get in tune with their creations. He's always creating a light. He's always creating awareness. He's always creating a space for people to learn more about themselves. Y'all want to add a comma and add some more things to what I'm saying? He's always in his shine time. It doesn't matter what time it is. In fact, wherever he's at, he's shining there. And so we just wanted to give it right back to you, bro.
Hey, thank you, brother. Let's go. Hey
Yeah.
man,
And
that's
I
good, bro.
created that. I had a little prompting to create that. You feel me? You done threw some light over here. It's like, nah, you can't throw that over here.
Gotta
We
give
play
it back to
boomerang here. We play boomerang here. Let's send that back.
you.
But the process of what you show, bro, I really want to say this again. I think I said it once. Every time we have a good lesson, you're being that shit, bro. It's like we're not really talking about nothing but what you're doing, in fact. Because you creating to create is the stable foundation of recognizing what's happening here. How freeing is it to just choose and create something because of that purpose alone? It's almost like we need a reason to create. But it's like, wait, you're creating all the time already. The reason to create is because that's what you're doing anyways. And so when we create mindfully, it's really about what you're doing or what you did. It's like, ooh, the scripture said, whatever so things are honest, whatever so things are good, whatever so things are of good conversation and of good energy or good essence, think about those type of things. And it's like really focusing your mind on the goodness or the God nature or the, I want to say goodness and God nature. I like that. It's like the goodness and the God nature of someone or something or an environment. It's like focusing your mind on that is telling your brain how to look at stuff. And so I love how you talk about creating intentionally, because I know in times before when I wasn't so aware of how I use my words, I would create people in terrible ways. Oh, they want to take my thing. Oh, they just do. But it's like you can have that too, actually. If you're looking for that, that's actually there too. And so I love the aspect of creating to create, but then also recognizing your intention is what you're making.
Yeah.
You're making your intention when you're looking at somebody and you're not looking at the God qualities about them. It's like you're choosing an intention that's not you, actually. I love the intention about creating to create, because you're creating your intention. Your intention is so pure, bro. It doesn't matter like who's here, they're going to be getting this. Because your intention is this. It's not about who's here. Oof.
That's good. That's good. That is actually that's that's the deeper thing of create to create actually is that I love that. There's no reason to create, but you are the creator. So you might as well be conscious and intentional about your creations.
Mm.
You might as well be conscious and intentional about what you are creating, how you're creating me.
Oh my God. And the reason why I have to be conscious and intentional about how I'm creating you is because I have to experience the you I created.
Yes.
I'm the only person that gets to experience that.
Yes. I don't got nothing. Like I've said this before, it's like if you judge me, you get to keep that. I don't get nothing from that. You get to keep that.
Yeah.
And then this is a cool thing. Like I was just thinking about that on like social media. If someone judges me, blah, 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 and they even leave a comment, I get to decide and create what that comment means. You
Oh
get
my,
to keep everything, and I get to keep everything that I got.
oh my God. Bro. Literally what you just said, I just experienced that last night. I had posted a post. I got super juiced up after our webinar. I'm just gonna tell you, bro. I made so many videos. After I was just sitting here after the webinar, I was just making videos because it kept coming. It was flowing. And I said in one of the videos, God is bored waiting for you. And that can be taken a couple different ways. But what I was saying in the video was, if you have an intuition and you're not using that, if you feel you receive something and you know that this is now, but it's like it's going to be later because you're avoiding it, it's like you're making the spirit bored. You got a whole package came to your house. You're not going to open the package for what? Open and see what you got. Open and see what you can do with it. And then I saw that this woman that I know, she commented on that part of the story, but like my brain was telling me what she said. I didn't read her comment. So I got the notification and then I saw she rewrote what I wrote, which was God, God is bored waiting for you. And because I know this person from before and I don't have like the conscious conversation with them, my ego mind was in chatterbox mode. He was like, oh, she's trying to correct what you said. Oh, she's trying to, and I was just, and it's crazy because I was creating a separate piece of content. I was actually editing a video and then I saw that she sent that message. My mind was continually telling me, oh, I have to sort out what I said. I'll have to straighten it out. this person is probably not, she probably messaged me because he didn't understand what I said. And I'm like, mind, you don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know. You really don't. And it's okay that you don't know. But he was at it, bro. He was like, my heart was beating fast. Like my whole body was a little sweaty. Because in my mind, what I was hearing from my mind was like, what you said was misplaced. God is bored waiting for you. There's a Christian woman talking to you about that. She's probably mad because she's like, what you mean God is bored? God is waiting for us at the church. What you mean? I was just hearing ego, but it wasn't true. I made this shit up, bro. After I finished editing this video, I was like, all right, I'm about to just see what the fuck she said, bro. I'm just gonna see what she said, bro. Then I opened the message and it said, God is bored. God is bored waiting for you. That is so good. I'm stealing that. That's what
she
said.
Bro.
And my brain was telling me so many things about that. My heart was listening to that. My heart was beating out of nature. It was like boom, 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 boom. I'm like, fuck. This is what happens when you speak the truth. Some people get irritated. And I've been having that. So I was a little anticipating that. Totally wrong. Totally wrong. Bro. I created what I thought that was totally wrong. She said that she wanted to have a quote.
Yeah.
I'm like, have that. I said, that's what I said. I was like, please take that and have more. That's what I said to her.
You should have told her the story of what happened too. You should actually, I was over here judging you so hard now.
That's some real shit too, though. I could have said that though. I was, bro. I saw that message and I'm like, because a lot of times it's either agree or disagree. And if it's not obvious agree, I'm anticipating disagree mostly. Mm-hmm. And I don't care either, but it's like, it was so interesting, bro. And I'm so humbled to share that with y'all too, because it be the mind that you need to be aware of. That's what he's trying to do. If I was trying to do that shit with him, I would have been stressed out too.
Yeah. No, this is so good. I am creating that Yvette will be able to speak and that her microphone will work. I create the word it is done because I would love to get you in this conversation truly. Yes. Because really though, so yet again, like it really is, we talked about this on the last Shine Space, but it's like being able to get the mind on one track. And so the one track mind would be able to be like, I am creator and I'm creating everything. And you have to continue to see that because in this experience, the lady, she shared something with you and then your mind reflected on the past and brought it to the future in the present moment and said, this is what this is. And it's like to the degree that you can acknowledge that like, oh, actually, there is nobody out there. There is no her. This is just my own creation. It's to the degree that you can fall out of that. And so this is what I just thought about. You talked about this yesterday in the intuitive listening webinar, but it's like from stillness, going back to the stillness. And sometimes when you're not in the stillness and you're scattered, it's easy for your mind to just create things. And so you didn't create her from stillness. You created her from, I'm in the fucking vibe, all that shit actually. Yeah. And so that's really cool right there, just to even see like how fast it happens. This is it, y'all. Like this is no joke. Our life is an assumption of who we assume ourselves to be. So if you woke up this day and you started thinking about yourself as you were yesterday, you just created yourself today as that. But you are not the past. You can't be the past. You can't be the past. That's just a story that you keep recreating and then living out every single day. And so this is what makes it kind of hard for people to create something new, is because they're holding on to the past and trying to change the past instead of just creating from this now moment. There is no past to change. It's just a story. I'm gonna just tell the story, and I get there, she lit up. But it's like there was one morning, it was a while back, that like every morning I would write and I would create myself and I would just tell myself who I was being. And then one day I was writing and I noticed that there was some tension and some resistance while I was writing. And then I realized that I'm writing to try to change a past instead of writing right now to create from right now. I'm writing these words to try to change the past. And so this is easy to see. It's like when you have some affirmations or something of that sort and you're trying to change the way you think about yourself, it's hard to try to change something. It's hard to try and change something. But it's easy to just create from now. It's like, oh no, it's a blank canvas right now. They give you so much opportunity and allow you to be so open to create anything rather than trying to create from a limitation of what happened in the past, which is not real. And so just seeing right now, we absolutely honor and acknowledge our past experiences and who they have molded us to be today. And we don't have to use that, and we can see that that's only real today because we created it today, and we just been practicing thinking those thoughts actually.
I love the breakdown you did on that, and it's so enlightening because we be bringing that shit with us,
Okay.
and then we be trying to act like it's new. It's like some remade shit from last time, and it'd be so just it's unintentional, but it's so automatic sometimes.
It is.
Yeah, and I love that because then we can become aware of that. It's like actually, you can become aware that your mind is using memories to justify something. I love him so much. He's a meaning maker. Okay, he's in the letter M page too in the Awakening book because he's a meaning maker. He's making meanings out of everything. But it's like you're going to be conscious about the meanings you make. Why? Because you have to eat your meanings.
You got to eat your own meanings, man.
Yeah. You got to eat your own meanings. It's like you make a meaning out of something, but it's going to be that for you.
Yeah.
And I just love how you made me see at least what I was doing, even though I saw what I was doing enough to stop what I was doing and not believe what I was doing. But now it's like I can see how my mind used the information to create a case. It's so funny. It is beautiful because it's like my mind is trying to show me I'm not bored sitting here doing nothing. I'm going to show you that I know stuff too. And that's basically what he's trying to say. He's like, this person just messaged me.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, everybody free to just Gademshi Pros, just Gademshi Pros. He said somebody about, but it's, I love that. I love that he talks about like, it's like his mind is always making meanings. Obviously, that's what everybody's doing. That's what we just do it, just not even on purpose. Actually, now you're back, brother. Oh no, you're not.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
No,
Can't hear me.
we hear you now. Now you're back.
Okay.
Now you're
So,
back.
okay. All right, we're about to give this live back to the spirit. Come on, spirit.
Yeah,
I think I'm
and this
slow
is
or something. I'm not seeing it over here.
yeah, you're moving a little bit slow, but what's really powerful is that like this is our creatorship right here. This is our creatorship. This is our creatorship. This is our creatorship right here. Is that even though our mind creates for us, we are still unintentionally. The mind is not the creator. Your awareness, your decision is the creation or the creator. Being is creating. So being
Mm-hmm.
is creating. This is what I mean. Who are you being towards your mind? Who are you being towards your emotions? Who are you being towards someone else? That being is actually that's the real creation. Even though our mind has been practicing, like our mind is also creating because like but it comes from okay, let me say it like this. So it's like I've been sharing this a lot. Redemption knows this, but I say cultivate a state of being, cultivating your being, cultivating your beingness. So I am being loving, asking more for myself. I am being committed to possibility. I am being open. I am being powerful. So it's a state of being. I am being that I create everything. And so that's what I start to cultivate. I practice this. I think about this, and I use my thoughts to now affirm the state of being. So I start to notice when I'm thinking something and I'm like, oh, but that's not who I want to be. I'm not being that. So let me look at that thought. And even more, when I notice judgment just arising in my mind, because it arises, who am I being towards that judgment? Am I like, oh, Dave, you shouldn't be judging people? Am I like, oh, this is bad, you're dumb? Am I doing that because I'm yet again being judgment and I'm not being loving towards myself? And so within the creation, there's like a micro creation, which is very fascinating. Within the creation of the mind, yet again, I love the story what Ganesh told because like his mind created the lady, but who are you being towards your mind in that moment? Like, did you start beating yourself up saying, oh, I'm so horrible. I'm such a bad person for creating her like that. Like, I'm a piece of shit. Because, like, that's also the creation as well. So it's like that micro creation within the creation that what we see. And there's something else. there's something that okay, there's something that arises in our awareness, and how we're relating to that is how we're creating that experience.
Mm, hmm. Absolutely, bro. Because I see that if I were to have been a little bit judgy with even myself, that could have been just the end of the day. That would have been a terrible end. But because I was aware of like, I just know when it's my mind, bro. I just know.
Yeah.
You know him. Like it's like just know the mind by what it says, really. It's really on the story mode. It's not saying too much future stuff. And so if it's not inspired, I know where it's coming from. If it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and so when I saw that, when I felt it, when I recognized it, I was just gentle.
Mm-hmm.
Gentle because I knew that I don't believe everything that I think.
Mm-hmm.
I actually question all of my thoughts, but not like every single one. But it's like if it arises, it's getting questioned at the door. I'm not welcoming anything because I'm checking everything before I send anything. So I was just opportune to see like how easy it was for me to be gentle with myself in that moment because especially creating content, especially putting your whole essence into what you do, especially, you know what I'm saying? Like one word from the person that we don't want to talk to could either be a reason to keep going or like just like some what the fuck, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, bro. Um man, there was something that when the way that you wrapped what you said was so powerful. Um in summary for me, for what I was reflect is that it gets easier when we're having that gentleness with what arises. It's like this is only coming up for a good reason. This is only coming up for something positive. This is only coming up to be aware of something good for the betterment of myself. And it can never be anything else than that. And
Mm-hmm.
having that like in the background, it's like that, it's like the mittens or the muffin mittens. Yeah, I guess the mittens that you would use to hold something hot. It's like something arises, but then you're so careful with whatever it is. Just because
Yes.
of how you are with yourself. So I mean that's literally how I am with myself. So
Yeah. Yeah. This is that deeper. I love that because this is like really the deeper relationship that we're talking about. I just say like the creatorship is that like really recognizing yourself as the creator, um, in the sense of that that gentleness comes from you creating a state of being that is gentle. So it's like I've cultivated a state of being that is gentle. And so whenever anything arises in my mind, I'm being gentle towards myself and that thing that arises. And I'm also like, nope, I don't consent to that. But it comes from this gentleness because that's the deeper creation. So what I'm saying is that the deeper creation is you creating yourself and creating yourself in a way that I relate to everything from that state of being. I
mhm.
relate to everything. And so this is what I was gonna say too. It's like the innocence too. Like I create myself is that I am childlike innocence. That's what I say. I am childlike innocence. And so when I'm coming from that state of being childlike innocence, I'm able to see when these very shitty stories come up, when I'm judging myself, when I'm judging Elita, when I'm judging anybody, and I'm like, oh, that's innocent because it's not like an intentional thing. Like I'm not trying to. That's not. That's just the mind unconsciously just pulling shit from the past and putting it just a story right here. But I'm going to be the innocence within this, and from that innocence and from that lightness, from that space, now I have way more leverage and wiggle room to decide on something different rather than being a fucking Dave, you judge or you victim, like all those things. It's like no, I'm being innocence. And like that's that deeper creation is where you get to tap into that. Oh no, like there's everything is created from that being, even how I'm relating to whatever arises. Damn, I just said that twice in a different way. That's really cool right there.
It really is. Yeah, bro, I love that because it's always about coming back to where you're coming from.
Yes.
It's about knowing how you approach something, which energy you're choosing to approach with. Because like you meeting how you're approaching almost. If you approach it with the vengefulness or you approach it with the little angst or a little anxiety, whatever you put into it, you're gonna get a couple threefold of that back. So
Mm-hmm.
it's almost like you could be so strong because we are so powerful. We can be very powerful because we are. But then the highest use of the power at the point of something arising is truly gentleness because You can't be too powerful with a delicate feeling to do anything with it. It's like how it's not about your consciousness, it's not about how many books you read, it's not about if you've been this, that, it's not about how many whatever you have, or if you're the best reader or whatever. It's like, how conscious is your choice and your intention? Well, I know that my mind is not a punching bag. I'm not gonna beat me up. I'm not gonna judge me, because then I'm gonna be a walking judgment. You know, it's like,
Let's go, bro. I love it.
it's really about this internal patience, because you want yourself to feel well. It's not about beating you up. It's not about getting something out of you. It's about being with you. And I love how you bring it back to where you're coming from in space of being, because you're literally going to experience who you're being in whatever the case is by yourself. You're always going to be experiencing that. And so if you're not happy by yourself, that's because of something happening with you. There's nothing really else. It's like, and it's not to say happy is the only place to come from or the only place to be at either, but it's really about you are experiencing how you're being to yourself.
Come on, man. That's so good.
Yeah.
You get that's it. Like you will only get who you're being. You will only get who you're being. That's all you will get. And so it's like, how are you being with yourself? Like, I love that. Like, I'm like, I can't be a puncher. I can't punch myself anymore. I can't judge myself anymore. It's like, that doesn't make sense. And so it's like that being is everything. So it's like, if you're being mad, if you're mad, you're being mad. Like, it's like, if you're being happy, all those things. And you will only get that. You will only get that. And there's something else that I wanted to say is that, like, this is such a big opportunity for us to, like, because this is a deeper level of, like, transformation, really. This is a deeper level of transformation, because you go from being really consumed and trying to change every thought to getting down to the foundational level of being. And so now every thought is being filtered through this state of being. And so now it's really easy for you to decipher what thoughts are really in alignment with this being that you're choosing and what's not. And so it's no longer about trying to fix every thought and change every thought. It's more of like, now these thoughts are being filtered through a state of being that you decide on. I am being compassionate awareness. I am being sincere authenticity. I am being loving awareness. I am being kindness. I am being that I always have more than enough money. And since I'm being that, when these thoughts would be like, where the money at? I'm like, wait a minute, that's not true, because I said I always have more than enough money. Filtering through that being. This is creation, bro.
I love that, bro. I love that. Filtering through the creation. And I want to also add, you got to be telling them thoughts to come home too.
Yeah. Come on.
It's like, we just talked about that. Bills are coming to my mind. I already decided I pay all my bills on time. I've already decided that. We already had that conversation. I already talked to Spirit about that. I already talked to God about that. The universe already knows what's happening with that mind. Thank you, mind. The universe already knows. It's like having that conversation from that place of being, but then calling those thoughts out like, that's not true. Yeah, but that's not true either. She called me because she wants some time. She wanted to hear my voice. You gotta tell what you're saying to you, or else your mind is gonna get a little busy. And it's like, no, you don't have no time to be busy. This is God's kingdom. I just told you, we already prepared for that. We already spoke about that. We already decided. Like, I'm not having idle thoughts like that. Idle thoughts are coming to me and asking if they can be accepted. And I'm saying, no, I'm changing you.
Switch it around.
Put it away. That is for you. You got to be a little disciplined about it. A little dictator. What's the word? Dictator.
Governor. I love you said governor yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, governance. You got to have that governance. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so once you do that with your mind, you're gonna see is so obedient.
And yes, it is. So and you put me on this after you put me on this, and I really started to practice this, or you just planted the seed. But it is that thing of that, like, and even when you said this, I want you to tell me more about this, but when you really start to listen to and understand where your mind is coming from, and not noticing that your mind may be scared right now. And who can you be for your mind to allow it to settle down? And then you can get your mind on your side to work with you rather than working against you, actually. And then it will give you all these beautiful answers. Like, it will start to support you in a way of like, I'm no longer fighting with my mind, because now It's really it's fucking straight up and down. It's like spirit, mind, body.
Oh, I love how you have that, bro. I didn't never tell you that part, but you got that part too, bro. That's fire. Yes, bro. It's like the orientation, spirit, mind, body. I love that, bro. But you said you want me to tell you some more about something, but then my mind went to something else.
Okay, but no, so you're talking about working with your mind, and I want to say this too. It's like it's really a wonderful dance of being so stern, but also being so flexible, being
Mm,
able to dance, holding on. No, I stand for this, and letting go and creating space for it to transform.
mm, mm. I love that dance analogy because it's really that flexibility that's needed.
Hmm.
I would say to the element of getting your mind on your side,
Hmm.
I would say that the mind really just wants something to do. And it seems that making a meaning is the most efficient thing. So it's like, oh, the tree fell because that's what is happening in November. And so November trees are falling because, but that's not what it is either. But then it's like your mind is going to try and find what it is because that's how it seems to be useful to you. But then you have to just find the things you want to find, which is, so mind, let me know about how this day is going to be glorious. Show me a
Mm.
glorious day today. Show me this day from the eyes of God today. What do you love about me? Why am I so beautiful? Why am I so cherished? You got to give your mind these type of tasks because he's gonna fucking run and do that shit. Oh, you're so cherished because you are God's son. That's why you are God's expression. God said, "I want to be you this life." That's why you're so. He's gonna be busy. You're gonna be so busy, but you got to give him that work, which is what is God doing in this situation? What good is coming out of this experience? Why am I experiencing this? But you gotta ask why from a victim. Not from a victim mindset though, because you're gonna get that answer too. But you gotta ask from
Mm.
like this progressive, expansive, what is God's plan about this? You ask from there, you're gonna get that answer too. But it's like knowing that he's bored and the only thing he wants is a good work to do.
Mm.
I'll give him the work like really show me the glory in this day. And it starts early. It starts really early. My gratitude journal, I'll have a couple of things. I talk to you guys, have a couple of things, take a walk, have a couple of things. But the assignment for the day is set. And so I love giving my mind work to do. And
Yeah.
I tell him when some shit is not true too. Because
Hmm.
give him some work, then he just go look for other work. Like, no,
Hmm.
we're looking for the glorious nature in this day.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's good. That's so good. I love that. Man. That's so good. Look for the glory. It really reminds me of like what we first started off of when we first started this call with is that like, hey, mind, show me the opportunity today.
Mm-hmm.
Show me the opportunity to create this. And it's like really putting your mind to work. And dude, it's funny because like this 100K creation, dude, so many opportunities have been coming to me. I've been seeing the path is laying out in front of me. It's like, oh, who do I need to talk to next? Okay, who do they know? And it's so effortless. And it's like, oh, cool. Thank you, Mom, for giving me all these ideas and this inspiration. It's really cool. And I want to take that the relationship with your mind to another level. And so what I was doing is this. So it's like, especially a thought that kept coming up or something in my mind kept screaming about, I would sit down and be like, hey, mind, I hear you. And I want to let you know that you're safe right now. And I would love for you to tell me more about what you're experiencing. Tell me more about why you're afraid of this. Tell me more about this judgment. Tell me more. And as I created space within myself for the mind, it would tell me everything. And I'd be like, oh, thank you for telling me that. I want you to know that you're safe. And guess what? The mind is always, yet again, it's that programming of, it's usually always coming back to, I'm not enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the mind usually comes back to. I'm not enough. It's like, I'm not enough. And so, oh my God, I'm afraid if I don't have money, then I won't be able to pay my bills. And then I'll be put out. And then I'll be sitting on the street. And then I'll be like, what's wrong with sitting on the street? That means that I'm not enough. I'm like, well, you are enough. No matter where you go, no matter where you are, I'm here to support you. And I love you anyways. And then when you start to work with your mind like that, it really starts to settle down in silence because it has nothing to fight with anymore because you're not fighting with it. you're giving it space to be what it is, and then you correct it. And then this is the part where it's like I would ask my mind, it's like, well, mind, how would we, now that I got you on my side, how would we go about doing this? And literally it would give me an idea. I'm like, oh shit, I knew that that was there because our minds are powerful. Put it to work. Our mind is powerful. Everybody see how powerful it is. They be in a lot of shit because they mind. They fight for years and years and years. When you create that relationship with it, though, it's like you can, and this is what happens when you create the relationship. You really start to. So what a lot of people deal with is they can't distinguish what they are or who they are between their thoughts, thinking, and their mind. And so in this experience, where you sit down with yourself and you say, hey, mind, what's going on? What can I help you with? How can I support you? You are now recognizing yourself as the beautiful, safe space. You're creating a distinction between what you are and who you are in your mind. And now you're really able to put your mind to work. That's cool, bro.
That is cool, bro. Man, I love that distinguishment that you talked about because I just came to me like yesterday when I was making the video. It's like we're literally distinguishing between white and brown rice right now. I mean, we know what white rice looks like and we know what brown rice look like, but if I have let's say I have a white rice mind and have a brown rice spirit, it's like when the spirit comes, I'm not sure who that is. Like, how you not sure? Like, you know that that's your soul. You know that that's God in you. You know that you're the universal presence. You know that that's your cosmic self. You know that. So let's walk with that, you know? Yeah, bro. It's such a delicate I was gonna say experience, but I'm really feeling the exploration though, because
That's
it's
yeah.
to kind of recognize how supported you are once you're supporting your mind yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I love how you made your mind aware that you're safe. That you're like, hey, mind, you're safe. Like that's so powerful. And then it's like, no, I'm gonna become that safe space for my own thoughts and my own thinking. Because when you do that, it's like you're calling the mind to come home, and it's like you said, it brings all the angst and all the movement down, all the busyness down. And then from there, it's like you can literally send it anywhere. But I would love
Mm-hmm.
also how you pointed out how people like to fight with their mind because it's like, oh no, I want you to act like you're about to run a marathon to pay these bills. It's like, no, wrong. I'm about to go sell this and do this, and then I'm about to go. It's like wrong. It's just affirming how the money is not there, affirming the wrong quality of the conversation. And so bringing it home is really affirming the true part of the conversation. No, I am the source of life. I am the source of money. I am the source of good. I am the source of greatness. And so being at home with that versus trying to control it from the outside by telling your mind, hey, no, we not to fight. Oh, we got the bills. It's like, no, actually, we're safe right now. And I love you anyways. And we're in love anyways. And I know the gas just got cut off. I know, but we're about to pay that shit. I know. You know? Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And I love that too. It's like, because I feel like, the gas got cut off. When your mind is safe, it's going to move mountains for you too, though. It's like, you're going to be like, hey, mind, the gas has got cut off. Where should we go with this? And your mind going to give you the best idea that you never had before.
Best. The
Because
best.
what are you tapping into? Like, we tapping into the subconscious mind that creates everything. That power. It knows everything. It literally knows everything. We have
has
everything.
has no boundaries, bro.
No
It's
boundaries.
not just mine. Yeah, bro. It's like literally ask anything. I like to get to asking. Now I'm asking really good with my mind. I'm getting asking better with people. You feel me? But it's like same. In substance, it's the same, bro. It's like I'm gonna ask more from myself, so I'm asking more from everybody.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not a different segue, but it is. But so the create to create, it's funny the context that I was talking about when I made the flyer is everything that I've said it a lot of times actually, and we'll go deep on this, but it's like I created the Shine Space because I love creating. Well, actually, this is it. This is it. I am creator, and I know I'm always creating, so I might as well create something that I love.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. This is. What this is. I am creator, and I'm always creating, so I might as well create something that I love, and I might as well create something that's a true and expression of what I am. So what I am is love. What I am is expression. What I am is unity. What I am is connection. What I am is spirit. And I'm gonna be intentional about that. I want to see that manifested on the external reality. I want to see that manifested. That's what I want. And so that's what the shine space is. Another thing, um, I am a creator and I'm always creating. So I might as well just create $100,000 because that's what I am. Like $100,000 is what it is. All it is an expression of my infinite nature. I'm unlimited and I can create anything. So why not create everything that I want? Actually, it's like I want a new sofa, I want a new bed, I want all those things. So I was like, why not create 100,000? So this is a funny thing. So it was 2 nights in a row that I wrote down. I received one night. I wrote down. I received $6,000. That's one night what I wrote down, and then I wrote down a purchase list of everything that I would purchase with $6,000. And then the next day, I was like, "Fuck, I didn't have enough left over with that." I was like, "That wasn't that wasn't enough money." And then the next day, I wrote, "Okay, I received $8,000. This is what I'm gonna purchase with that." And I'm like, "Fuck, that's still not enough." And then one day, I was like, well, why don't you just shoot for 100,000? You just did the eight. I was like, why don't you just go there? And then when I did the purchase list last night. I told Gadipshi I said I will spend $30,000 in 1 month. For real though. I was like, so I need a lot more space actually. What I am is spacious. I am space. I am infinite. And I want my physical reality to be an expression of that. So I ask for more. My life is an assumption of who I assume myself to be. So I assume I am infinite and I have infinite potential to create anything. Well, let's just start with money because that's a fun place to start. Like, why not? Like, that's a cool thing to do, actually. Dude, Ganesh, I love you point that out. So I thought create to create, but it's actually this. I am creator and I'm always creating. So I might as well be conscious and intentional about what I'm creating. That's what create to create means, actually. I love that, man.
Bro, that is so powerful. And I'm loving that we're starting with money.
Mm-hmm.
I think 100K is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun.
And I'm really aspiring to recognize my intention in that.
Mm-hmm.
Because the 100K is cool, but it's really all fun stuff I'm going to do and buy with it. It's really all there I'm going to create. It's really experiences. It's really the infinite nature of the soul to express and to expand that I'm creating with this money. So come on in, money. You know you love me, money. Come on, money.
It does. It does.
You love me, money. Come on, money. Come on, baby. You know we about to go have we're about to go have a party. Bring all your friends too. Bring all your friends too, because we're about to have a party. 100K a day. We're gonna have a whole 100K a day. Dave Sean gonna have 100K a day. Elisa gonna have 100K a day. Yvette gonna have 100K a day, and everybody else gonna have some too.
Yeah.
Bring your friends too, money.
Mm-hmm. Bring all your friends.
Bring all your friends.
Yes. You know what's really beautiful too, is that like just creating whatever amount of money, but creating from stillness. So I'm not creating 100K because I need 100K or that is going to change my life or I'm gonna be more valuable because I got 100K or that people will like me more or that I can finally post my bank account and everybody. I'm not creating from that place because that's not from stillness. That's from expectation. That's from opinions. That's from judgment. That's from validation. I'm not creating from that place. I mean, that I can't create from there because that shit's not it. That is the worst place to create from because it's just scattered. So I create like this 100K that I'm creating. It's from stillness. It's purely from a pure desire, like no other reason. I told Ganesh this. I was like, it doesn't make sense that I'm creating 100K, and I'm not creating it in a year. I'm not creating it in like I'm creating it literally today, literally this month, literally in 3 months. It doesn't make any sense. People would say, "How can you do that?" I'm like, "I'm gonna show you." Like, I'm not even gonna show you. I ain't trying to prove nobody. It is for the pure creation of that we can create anything. So why am I holding back? Like, why am I holding back? And ask yourself for a big number and see what comes up and see where you start creating things in the way of you just creating that money. Ask for $1 million. I'm creating $1 million. Let's go. What comes up? What comes up? What comes up? I need to be smarter. I need to work harder. I need to be more. It's like, why are you creating that? You can just $1 million. Like, so this is a great thing. Like I've been seeing like these videos. There are people that literally make $250,000 a day on repeat. Why not? Why not?
Rinse and repeat each day, 250. Talk to
So
me.
creating from stillness, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, wow, today is a beautiful opportunity for me to create my dreams, for me to create, to wield this creative power of life, this creative power of love, and wield it and just be a demonstration and an example of it.
Mm. Hmm. I had to take that in for a second, man.
I saw you took that boy took he took a seat. He was like,
Yeah, bro. Because I wanted to like kind of start with this code in my mind, which was like, I'm receiving 100K today. And I'm giving 100K today.
Yes.
So like, what can I do to show that I received?
Mm-hmm.
Who am I going to be to myself to show me that I received this?
Yeah.
What would you be doing if you had 100K in the bank today? Like, since you have 100K in the bank today, what's the day going to look like since you have it already?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's an
Yeah.
interesting question too, because I'm not sure what I'm doing first.
So yeah, exactly. So that's why I wrote my purchase list. But it's like, and even more, like Yulita would tell you this. We were talking about this the other day. Is that like it's not about the money, obviously. Like I just want to keep saying it. Like, but it's fun. Like it's fun that we're saying 100K because it's like, oh yeah, 100. But it's not about the money. It's about the state of being. Because I literally go to bed happy at night because I'm just happy that I decided. I just decided. Like that's it. Like that felt good as fuck to decide that I was creating 100K. And so when will I have 100K? Will I have 100K when the bank account says I have 100K? Or is it when I feel like I have 100K? Or is it when I decided? Is it like because yet again the 100K is not it's not a thing because you don't want the 100K, you want the things that money can buy. So is it really the 100K or is it the experiences? Like, oh no, it's a sofa in the bed. So it's like it's really not the 100K actually. That's not the thing, but it is that state of being and that decision and that feeling. And it's that like Elisa said, it's like I can have 100K, but if you don't feel happy and healthy and whole, then that 100K is whack as fuck. You know what I mean? Like that's it. It's like like that 100K don't mean shit if I don't feel good.
Mm.
And who decides who feels good?
Mm.
Who decides who's happy and healthy and whole?
I do. Man, I love that, bro. It's really not about the money, it's about the experiences and the expansion of whatever life you're gonna experience with that. And that's what makes it even really more real, honestly, because it's like you really live there. I feel like when you're telling me about your purchase list, I felt like you bought some of that shit already, or you was about to go to the store after this live. Like the way you're talking about it was so now that it was like, yeah, I like that. And I like the energy that comes with because it focuses you for what the creation is for, what the purpose is, the intention. It brings that shit right back home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I just thought about too is that I love this creation. I was so happy that Elite's here. Like we're literally creating $100,000 for all of us right now. Like this is creation right here. In this conversation, it's literally done. Like we just all gonna be happy as hell. Just like we already happy. It don't matter. It's like we already done. Like we won't get anywhere else except here. Like we can't get anything else except how we are being right now, guys. So it's like congratulations, we got the 100K, everybody. Like it's done. Like whatever. But this is the thing. And I'm not praying to the 100K. I'm not like, oh my God, 100K. I'm not looking at the 100K. I give thanks to the spirit of life that creates everything. I give thanks to God. I give thanks to Goddess. I'm literally like, thank God. I don't care about the 100K. I'm like, thank God for helping me see that I can create anything. And thank God for giving me a direction. I'm not praising no 100K. People start praising the money and shit. I don't care. I really don't care about that. I give thanks every day to Goddess, to God, to the universe, to the spirit of life that creates everything. That's what I do. But I know that's where it's going to come from.
Mm-hmm.
100K is not going to come from 100K, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro, you put me on the 100K day.
Yeah.
The 100K day. I remember.
100K a day. We be
Yeah,
praising while we waiting, you know?
yes, that was it too, bro. Praising while
Yeah.
we're waiting. Oh my God.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh my God. That's truly living in the experience. Like, there's nothing else but praise then. There's nothing else but celebrating. Nothing else but thank you, gratitude. There's nothing else.
Cause like, yes, yes. And you know where that praise comes from, that gratitude? It comes from a conviction that when I spoke it, that it was done, and that the Father, Mother in heaven never denies its child anything.
Mhm.
It never denies us anything. It never denies us anything. So I just give thanks because I said 100K and I'm like, oh, thank God, thank you. Thank you for giving me this idea. And I just give thanks. And I'm just here happy and dancing because I get to talk to my friends about it because I know it's coming. And then, like, it's already here actually. And now, like, I'm going to just be the same guy. I'm going to be sending y'all some shit. I'll probably be sending y'all money and stuff like that. But that's the only thing that's going to change, actually. It don't matter.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's going to change, actually. I can send you money right now, literally. I was like, literally, I can send you money right now. Like that's it.
Facts. Yeah. Circulating that energy.
Okay, like, yeah,
Yeah.
wonderful.
Man.
So it's funny because I think my phone has 15%, but we at the top of the hour
Hmm.
here.
Oh
We
man.
here.
Here. Create to create.
Yes.
But we literally just had this manifestation and the energy of it is so calling. I'm not sure what this day is going to be like. I'm not sure because I set my intention now. My intention is set. I'm receiving 100K right now, but I'm also giving 100K right now because I'm not going to have
Mhm.
this money and just be having it. I'm about to go to my purchase list. I'm about to send y'all some money. I'm about to I'm going to show up with the money. You know, I'm bringing the money. So I'm going to be talking like I got it. So I'm seeing that if I'm actually in that embodiment and praising while I'm waiting, this day looks wild, bro. It almost looks like a party at my house. It's like, you know, when there's a party, it's like there's some shit going on, but everybody's really chilling, and then it's like really fun, it's peaceful, and it's like something happening though. That's how I'm feeling right now. It's like we got some food in the oven, we got some fish on the fry, like some stuff is happening right now. And I'm feeling like that. So I was like, yeah, I'm about to carry this energy and I'm about to deliver the wealth to the people that I'm sharing it with. I'm about to circulate it today. I'm gonna circulate it today.
Mhm.
Because
Yes.
there's another going to be another time anyways. It's like that time is going to be now then. So I'm going to be giving y'all some kind of love, life, truth, guidance, energy, support, or I'm sending you some money.
Mhm.
I'm literally going to be on the giving side of the table on that day.
Kadamshi, to recognize what you have, give it away.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
To recognize the kingdom, give the kingdom away. John said that. When he said that, you remember, I was like, whoa. To acknowledge, to seek the kingdom is to give the kingdom away. Give it away. Give
Yeah.
away that, give away 100K. Give away that feeling that you will be in. Oh, I think I'm gonna be happier when I got 100K. Well, go give that happiness to somebody else. You think you're gonna be more stable and secure? Well, go give that to somebody else. You're gonna have it.
That's the word, bro. That's the word for real. I love that because you don't
Mm-hmm.
really have nothing until you've actually given it, actually.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't given love, then you really don't have that much of it. It's so counterintuitive, but it's actually obvious because it's like you can't be thirsty and then try to help somebody get hydrated. You're gonna be hydrated because you're giving the water,
Mm-hmm.
and so
Ulysses said this is a wealthy conversation. This really is.
yes, oh my God, this such is like this is like I would say a good conversation is wealth. Look how much value we just put out on the table for ourselves. It's like so much. Like that's why I feel like my day's different now because I'm seeing how I'm seeing myself from that place of being. I'm helping somebody feel stable right now without
Yes.
sending a wire transfer. I'm helping somebody feel more at peace with themselves right now. I'm helping somebody feel more joy within themselves. I feel like that's just what it's going to be like.
Mm-hmm.
We are living 100K today, y'all.
We are living 100K. We are being 100K today.
Whoa.
Being 100K. I hope everybody got their purchase list ready, you know, because it's about to be have fun. I just want to say this too. It's that like where this comes from, it comes from everything that we've been talking about on our previous calls. This is not different from me saying that you are infinite, you are God, you are creation. This is the same thing. But now it's really allowing ourselves to express that into this physical world because all money is, it's the finite expression of God's infinite energy. You are God's infinite energy as well. So it's like there is nothing separate from that. Like we are not separate from this finite expression of God. We are the same. And so everything is everything in the sense of like love, liberation, everything is all the same. Like everything is all the same. Like when we can see everything is all the same. Just like we created the Shine Space, we can go create $1 million. Like, why is that different? Why is it different? Just like you go make a cake or bake a cake or make some pancakes or go freaking whatever, it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. Same.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah. These are my last words, and then we're gonna hop off here with my phone. But I really appreciate all of you, Yulita, Yvette, Gademshi, for being able to, like me and Gademshi say, hold the frequency because we just really stepped into a wealth portal, and we really start to talk about money like it was nothing. Like we're talking about 100K here. People talk about $1,000. We're talking about 100K, and literally in 2 months we might be talking about 1 million. We can talk about 1 million right now. It doesn't matter actually. We are creator, and so I just think I love yet again. It's like that we have this beautiful balance of masculine and feminine right here, and so this is real creation in itself. Like we are real creation right here. This is real creation itself. So thank you, Yulita, Yvette, and Gademshi for holding this frequency and seeing ourselves as the infinite potential of life, the infinite creator that gets to create everything from love. No fear, straight love.
I appreciate that, bro. And I also reflect a very appreciative spirit about this space that we're cultivating and also our women here right now, because when you said that, bro, I started seeing it a little differently. Like this conversation wouldn't have been created the same without y'all here, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird. I don't know how to really word it, but y'all presence is beyond felt. It's interpreted, it's recognized, it's digested. And I feel like we're only going to be having greater success because y'all are here right now.
Yes.
I just feel like it's more done because y'all are here, for real. Yeah.
Powerful. Hey, great. Like I love that this is going on YouTube. Like this is the conversation that people be like, bro, they really that real? Like they really that legit? They really that loving and they talking about creating big things from love. Yeah, that's what we do in the Shine Space. Let's go. Let's go. All right, that's it. I love all of y'all. Thank you so much, Yvette, Yulita, Gadesha for showing up, and we'll be back here. Oh, so next Thursday, a really good friend of mine, Elena Draper, she will be co-hosting with Yulita. So next week it'll be Yulita and Elena sharing in the Shine Space, and they'll be talking about feminine creation and just like creating as a woman and stuff like that. So we were really excited about that. So yeah, I'll see you.
Oh, shit.
I know it's gonna be like that's so cool. Like at first it was like only men in here, and like I'm like, no, I really want it to be for God's children.
Yeah. That's so fire, bro. Oh my God. I've got my notes ready. I already know what's coming. I already know.
Yeah. So good. So good. All right. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all around.
Love y'all. See y'all. Peace.
All right, bye.